11 verse 1. Ano sabi po dyan? Faith is the confidence that what we hope for will actually happen. It gives us assurance about things we cannot see. Ang sabi po dyan ng pananampalataya daw ay yung kumpiyansa na lahat ng inaasam natin, lahat ng minimiti natin ay mangyayari. And it says there, it gives us assurance, binibigyan po tayo ng kasiguraduhan na yung bagay na gusto natin makita ay makikita natin. Amen. Let's read it from another version, and this is the English Standard Version. Nasabi po dyan, now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Ito daw po yung kasiguraduhan, again, no, na yung mga bagay na minimithi natin ay makakamtan natin. At ito daw po yung conviction of the things that we cannot see. When we speak of conviction, ibig sabihin nito, naniniwala tayo ng walang kaduda-duda, na walang pag-aalinlangan, na lahat ng bagay na inaasam natin, lahat ng mga bagay na gusto natin makita, ay makikita natin. Amen. Again, let's read Hebrews 11 verse 6. Alam na po siguro natin yan by now. At ang sabi po dyan, and without faith, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to Him must believe that He exists, and that He rewards those who earnestly seek Him. So in order for us to please God, we should have faith. We should believe in Him, na Siya ay Diyos, at Siya nagbibigay ng gantimpalan sa lahat ng mga naghahanap sa Kanya. Amen.
Amen.
And again, Hebrews 10:38, this is a new verse actually. But my righteous one will live by faith, and I take no pleasure in the one who shrinks back. So, hindi daw po siya napiplease sa mga taong nag-worry. Dahil ito nag-worry sa umaga ito magtaas ng kamay. So, ibig sabihin, natutuwa si Lord sa inyo. Amen? Amen. Amen. Doon sa lahat po doon kung nagdududa, hindi natutuwa si Lord. Amen. Because the only way to please God is to live by faith. Okay, so the Christian life, based on what we have read po, the Christian life is all about believing. Amen po ba? And I believe that living by faith or believing should not only be a lifestyle, but should be an intrinsic part of our body, of our being. So whenever we say po lifestyle, parang kumakain ka ng 3 beses sa isang araw, or yung nagsisipilyo ka ng at least 2 times a day, or yung naliligo ka. Yung mga lifestyle yan, di ba? But whenever we say that it's an intrinsic part of the body, ibig sabihin hindi ka mabubuhay kung wala yan. Amen?
Amen.
Sino dito ang mabubuhay na hindi siya humihinga? Sige nga, gawin nga natin mga 20 minutes lang. Kaya ba natin? So parang ganun din daw yung faith. Parang ganun din daw po yung pananampalataya. Hindi ka pwedeng mabuhay kung wala yun. Amen? Sino dito ang pwedeng mabuhay na hindi siya umiinom ng mga 100 days lang? Parang ganun din daw yung pananampalataya. Hindi ka pwedeng mabuhay kung wala kang pananampalataya. Amen. At sino dito ang pwedeng mabuhay na hindi kumakain ng 200 days? Gusto nila? Siguro 23 na na ang baseline. Amen? So ganun din daw yung pananampalataya. Hindi ka pwedeng mabuhay bilang isang Kristiyano kung wala kang pananampalataya, because it should be an intrinsic part of our being. So what does it mean when we live by faith? What does it mean when we believe? So actually I have 3 points, but this morning I will only discuss the first point. And whenever we say to live by faith, or whenever we say we believe, ang ibig po sabihin niyan ay, when you believe, you live in the supernatural.
Amen.
Amen?
Amen.
Amen? Palakpakan mo natin si Lord. Amen? Whenever we say we believe, whenever we say we live by faith, we live in the supernatural. Ano mag-ibig sabihin ng supernatural? Basahin nga natin. Ang sabi po dyan, supernatural pertains to or being above or beyond what is natural. Siyempre, kasi supernatural, so it should be beyond natural. So higit pa sa natural. Amen?
Amen.
At ang sabi po dyan, unexplainable by natural law or, dapat po or yan, or phenomenon. Ito yung isang bagay na kahit gaano ka pa katalino, hindi mo kayang ipaliwanag. Amen? Parang ano yan eh, di po ba? Sino pong by this time alam niyo na bilog ang mundo? Hindi siya kwadrado. Amen? Sino po ang alam na by this time na wala tayo sa loob ng mundo? Nasa labas tayo. And yet, nasa labas tayo pero hindi tayo nahuhulog. Di ba? Hindi tayo nahuhulog sa kalawakan. Bakit? Kasi gravity, tama? Kaya mong ipaliwanag. Pero kapag sinabi mo nating supernatural, hindi mo yan maarok. hindi mo yun maipaliwanag. Amen? And it is something that is abnormal. Pwede yung pakitignan yung katabi mo kung mukhang supernatural yan. Amen? Amen? So, it is something that is abnormal. It is above normal. Amen? And, sabi ko siya, ito yung pinakamaganda. It is something that pertains to or it is attributed to God. So, parang ito yung sitwasyon na hindi ko siya maipaliwanag kasi si Lord lang yan eh. Hindi ko siya kayang i-explain kasi si Lord lang talaga yan. Yung mga pangyayari, yung mga bagay na nangyayari yan, si Lord lang talaga yan. Yan daw ho yung supernatural. Or maybe we can say that supernatural is something that is not seen, but is something that is unseen. Ito po yung mga bagay na hindi kayang intindihin ng mga five senses mo, hindi kayang ipaliwanag na nakikita mo, hindi kayang ipaliwanag na nararamdaman mo, na nalalasahan mo, naamoy mo, narinig mo. Ganun daw ho yung supernatural. Amen? So, what does it really mean to live in the supernatural? Ano ba talaga yung sinasabi nating supernatural na to? Actually, I'll try to explain this, no, doon sa kaalaman lang na kaya kong ipaliwanag sa inyo. But whenever we say the supernatural, you are in a very difficult situation. You don't know what to do. And what you see is different from what you feel. Or what you see is different from what you're praying for. At talagang doon na yung puso mo. At yung mga nakikita mo, taliwas doon sa mga pinapanalangin mo and yet you still have peace. Meron ka pa rin joy. Nakakatayo ka pa rin. That is living in the supernatural. Why? Because you are not controlled by what you see. You are not controlled by what you feel. But you fix your eyes on Jesus, the author and the perfecter of faith. Amen. And regardless kung anong nararamdaman mo, regardless kung anong nararanasan mo, alam mo, kahit mahirap yan, God still knows His plans for you. And His plans for you is to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you a hope and a future. Amen. Palakpakan naman po natin si Lord. Amen. Amen. So basahin nga po natin Daniel chapter 3, verses 16 to 18, and this is from the NIV, New International Version. Sabi nga po ni Pastor William, si Shady, si Meshi, at si Abby. Okay? So, ang sabi po niya, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego replied to him, King Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to defend ourselves before you in this matter. If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us from it, and He will deliver us from your majesty's hand. But even if He does not, we want you to know, your majesty, that we will not serve your gods or worship the image of gold you have set up. So as a background, alam naman po natin ang nangyari dyan, si King Nebuchadnezzar, nagpagawa ho siya ng isang